Hi, Mom here with some words of advice on your college graduation. Well, first of all, a big, huge congratulations. This is a moment you should feel so proud of. But I know that you all are stressed. You are nervous about the future and you're feeling a lot of stress. However, please take a moment to really simply sit back and enjoy and understand all that you've been able to accomplish in your educational journey. Second, you are at a huge place to make some big decisions. Should you continue your education or should you go into the working field? Guess what? They're just decisions that help pave a path in your life. They're not permanent. They're life changing, but they're not life destroying. And no matter which way you go, you can always pivot, modify, and no decision is permanent. So simply make the best decision for you at this time. You can get advice from others, but there's only one you. So keep that in mind. Now, if you choose to go in the route of going to work, there's a few things I would like you to know. First of all, as you start to look at job openings and you engage upon your job hunt, keep this in mind that, first of all, you do not have to meet 100% of the requirements on any job that you're applying for. Now, this is very different for men and women, and it usually stays the same throughout their career. However, I'm here to tell you, if you meet 75% of those job requirements, apply. Females always try to meet closer to 100, and they really narrow in and focus on the few things they don't meet, and they forget to broaden their horizons on all the reasons they would be perfect for the job. A lot of times males will be like, I can read it, I understand, I know what it's saying, so therefore I'm qualified, although I meet less than 50% of the requirements for that job. So keep that in mind. For the ones that maybe you don't meet, what other life experiences do you have that could qualify you to go back into that role? So don't limit yourself because you are just coming out of college. Now, the second thing, when you land a job, I want you to negotiate your salary. Like, companies usually have a salary range. Don't just take their first offer. It's up to you. What's your time worth? What's your value worth? Companies will negotiate. Again, a big difference in my career dealing with hiring males versus females. Males never take the first offer. They usually come back and there's a heavy negotiation, although maybe they're more qualified, maybe they're not. And females usually are so happy to get the position, they take the first offer. Now, when you negotiate, I want you to do it respectfully, and I want you to do it with, here's the reasons why I think I deserve more. This is what the industry is paying. This is comparative ranges across the board. Don't just come in and I think I deserve more, but not really have a reason why, because companies are going to write you off for that because you're going to overinflate yourself. So it's a delicate balance, but it can be done, and it shows that you are intelligent and you've investigated what you're asking for. Okay, let's just briefly touch on interviewing skills. This is a biggie, folks, because I want you to understand a couple of things. It's okay to be nervous for a job interview. It's normal, okay? No matter how long you've been doing it, no matter what the job is for, it's okay to be a little bit nervous. Now, there are a lot of things you can do to be less nervous, so you need to be familiar with the company that you're interviewing for, and you need to spend a little time researching that company so you can speak intelligently about it. There are power poses. I always still do them before any type of interview. Google them if you don't know what I'm talking about. So do power poses to try to stop any shaking or nervous voice. However, if you ever find yourself in an interview and you cannot control your nerves, your voice is shaky, you're fidgeting, you're feeling very antsy, do this. It's the only thing you can do. Take a deep breath, tell the person that you're interviewing with that you're nervous. And that is okay. It's okay to acknowledge that you're nervous. Now, if you really want to seal the deal, if you've got to acknowledge that you're nervous or excited, at that point, make a personal connection to your interviewer. Now, listen to me here, because nobody else is going to give you this advice but your mom. Now, listen, make that connection with the interviewer. Something like, I apologize. I am so nervous because this company would be my ideal place to work because I believe in what you all do for the community, X, Y, and Z. Whatever it is that has caused you to apply for that job, other than money, security, etc. Some personal thing that you can uncover that this company does that will make that interview connection for you. Acknowledge that's why you're nervous, because you're just so excited and you feel that you would be the perfect fit. So that'll land you the job. I don't know how to explain it, but there's a lot of people that come in nervous, and you know they're nervous. You expect them to be nervous. Maybe they're a little younger or whatever. But when they acknowledge it, explain why, very confidently, it's going to do two things. It's going to probably cause the interviewer to sit back, acknowledge that you're nervous, and change their line of questioning just slightly. It's also going to start giving you the upper hand in the interview because you made a personal connection. Okay. Here's my last bit of advice. It's very important, and I really want you all to take this one in as well. So, sky's the limit for you after this graduation. Now, sky's the limit won't come tomorrow. It probably won't come next week. It's going to be these minor decisions, these minor steps that you take furthering your education or starting your career or both, whatever you decide. But I want you to know where the magic happens. And I want you to think about how you're feeling right now with your stress, your nerves, etc. Whew, magic's about to happen, guys, because I always tell anybody on any of my teams, you better get comfortable being uncomfortable, because if you come to work every day, if you are going to school every day, and there's not this little bit of anxiety or nerves in there, of feeling uncomfortable like you're about to stretch yourself, well, you're not growing. You're not growing, you're not learning, you're just simply existing. And to be sky's the limit and to really stretch your boundaries, you better have a little bit of that nervousness, because you know you're about to grow and great things are about to happen. Now, I'm all about this. And I feel that as soon as you start to feel comfortable, you need to elevate yourself. You need to step up and do something that stretches you more. This will take a lifetime. And who knows, from where you start today to where you're going to end this at the end of your journey, what you're going to end up doing. But I guarantee it's probably going to be great if you keep this in mind. Now, there will be times in your life where it's okay with a comfortable job, or it's okay to feel a little comfortable if you create your own business, whatever, because at different parts of your life's journey, your life's focus is going to be slightly different. So if you have a brand new family and new baby at home, etc., that is your excitement and your stretching and your growing. It's your life's path, not always your career path. However, when things are smoother at home and kids are getting grown, or they no longer need you quite as much, or they're in school now, then career stretch, grow, move will probably happen. But you've just got to sit back. Don't be scared of those times. Don't think it's always a problem when you've got that pit in your stomach, that anxiety, that stress, that anxiousness. You got to look at that as an opportunity, because you know great things are about to happen. So you can either fear it or you can embrace it. And by God, you better embrace it if you want to be great and if you want to live by sky's the limit. So that's all I've got for you. 10 minutes of advice from moms for me that I think hopefully helps, and maybe nobody else told you. But again, sit back, enjoy this time. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you and I love you. Bye.